Welcome back. I want to talk about one thing that can either make or break a trip: luggage. That's, I don't know, $2,000?
This luggage is actually costs more than what is inside.
I've been there, facing the choice, either spending a fortune on gears that cost as much as the bike, or buying the cheap stuff and leave myself constantly wondering if today is the day that something finally gonna fall apart on this trail. And after riding with those new Westwind Moto bags for the past few weeks, and I think I found a proper middle ground, a real Goldilocks setup. These are the Westwind Moto Hussar Adventure Panniers. They feel premium and they are built for real adventure riding, and they don't feel like a punishment for your wallet.
The goal for this video is quite simple. I want to answer 4 questions: how they designed and space capacity, how they handle off-road abuse and bad weather, whether they are truly good value for money, and finally, who are those panniers designed for? Westwind Moto is still a relatively new brand to the adventure industry, but if you've been following my channel, you'll notice their luggage setup has become an essential part of my 450 MT journey. Although today, the little MT is taking a break, and the big brother 800 MT is leading the show. Alright, let's get into it. First, let's talk about design, and I think that's where this Hussar Pannier really stand out.
At the first glance of those bags, you might see some inspiration from the big name brands. But look closer and you will see Westwind Moto has developed its own language.
And look at this desert brown color. It's earthy, it's rugged, and it really makes the bike pop under the setting sun. One thing I really appreciate about this bike is how they hold their shape even when they are half empty. Inside, there is a plastic support panel, so they don't sag, clap inward, or flap around when you are riding. I also really like this outer sleeve design over the dry bag. It gives me so much flexibility.
There are a couple of options. I can just take out the dry bag and leave the harness on the bike, or I can take the harness out and the bike go back to its original form. The outer sleeve also allows me to expand the storage when needed, like muddy rain gear, actual water, food before the camp, or even grocery.
This webbing here can be quite useful. Losing the strap and it will stay nice and tidy throughout the whole trip. I guess, technically speaking, it can definitely fit in a helmet there, but I wouldn't recommend it.
In terms of daily use, I found they are very easy pannier to live with. They can mount to any standard saddle racks, and they sit securely with minimum movement. And the quick release system is generally useful. For tougher day rides, I can just leave the bags in the garage and ride light. If I ever stay in a hotel or stopping in a town, being able to remove everything quickly makes big difference. Now let's talk capacity. I'm running the offset version, which gives me 28 liters on one side and 35 on the other, so 63 liters in total, and that's before adding any extra pouches.
The multi-panel system also can be quite useful. They do have a 3-liter dry bag you can attach to the bag.
I try to become a minimalistic traveler, but I start missing all my luxury and comfort items when camping. With this much adding space, I can finally bring a proper chair, a table, and even a pair of changing shoes that I can comfortably walk around when not riding. That's the difference between just surviving a camp out and actually enjoying it. One more smaller detail, I do like this wide opening design. It makes packing and unpacking much easier.
Now let's move on to the material and durability, because that's where a luggage system either win my trust or not.
The dry bags are made from sturdy polyester with a waterproof coating, reinforced in high-stress area. These ain't thin plastic-filling dry bags. The material feels solid, abrasion-resistant. The outer harness is made from high-quality nylon with padding, adding another layer of protection against the terrain, especially in the event of fall. There's also a thick rubber reinforcement on the corner, exactly where you want it. The mounting panels themselves are aluminum. They are rigid and strong, help the pannier to stay stable and keep their shape off-road. There's also a keyed quick-release lock, which adds a bit of security when you leave the bike unattended. The buckles and the strap all feel solid, and nothing feels flimsy or rushed. And this magnetic release, they're just utterly satisfying to use. With all that, this full setup, including the mounting panel, weight is just under 9 kg. That is on the lighter side in the competition. Long-term durability is something only time can fully prove. But what gave me real confidence here is the longevity and the great experience I had on my Reckless 40. And the Westwind Moto warranty also helped. They will offer a lifetime warranty against any manufacturer defect and the crash repair if the bike is ever get damaged. That's the kind of support you usually only see from much more expensive brands.
So after all that, the biggest question is, how much does this pannier setup will cost? Actually, a lot less than you expected.
Adventure panniers get expensive very quickly. Once you start looking at big-name brands, you often pay a premium, not just for materials, but for reputation. Branding and trust are important, that I understand, but not everyone wants to spend that kind of money, myself included. The Westwind Moto pannier system sits in a really interesting middle ground, but it's almost half of the price for some European and American brands and offering similar capacity and features. What stands out to me after using them is that nothing feels cut corner. The mounting system is solid, the material are high quality, and the stitching is clean. Overall, the whole design feels properly thought through. When you look at what you are getting, a large, waterproof, expandable pannier, easy rack mounting, a strong warranty, and a setup that actually looks good on the bike, the price starts to make a lot of sense. And for me, I think the key takeaway here is this isn't a cheap gear pretending to be premium. It's a well-built gear that is priced realistically. Currently, this exact setup is $799 US, and if you want to edit a set of 3-liter drag bags, that's $100 extra. I'll also put my affiliate link here with my discount code if you want to save a bit money.
So who are these panniers actually for? I think if you are an adventure rider who are doing a lot of mixed riding, dirt, trail, highway, or a lot of camping trip, and you want a solid pannier system without spending a fortune, this setup actually make a lot of sense.
I think they are ideal for riders who want durability and space, but still care about how the bike looks. They are also perfect for riders who are value conscious, people who want quality and performance, not just a premium logo. These panniers suit longer trips, off-road touring, and riders who pack properly and want a bit of comfort at camp, rather than going fully ultralight. If you are chasing the absolute lightest setup possible, or you only ride short weekend trips, this might be more than you need. A rackless system could be a better fit in this case, but for any middleweight adventure bikes, we are looking at Tenere 700, a Transalp, and of course this Moto 800MT or MTX. This setup hits a real sweet spot. It's for riders who want to explore dirt all day and still have a dry tent and comfortable chair waiting for them at the camp. For a larger 1000cc plus adventure bikes, these panniers still works very well, although you might also consider even a larger setup depending on how much gears you carry. What I wouldn't recommend it is putting this much of weight and drag on a lightweight dual sport on any small capacity bike. It would start to compromise the off-road performance.
So that's my take for my brand new Westwind Moto 28 and 35-liter pannier set in desert brown color.
A premium feeling, but without the premium tags. you are looking at the fully capable off-road touring setup around 1,000 Aussie dollar, which will last you a very long time. Personally, I think it's a huge win for gear of this quality.
And hopefully this video helped you narrow down your next luggage search. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more adventure and gear review like this. Thank you for watching and thank you for your support. I'll see you on the next one.